Very good Sunday evening to everyone out there. Hope you didn't miss me. Landon back here with you to bring you wall-to-wall severe weather coverage. We've got a variety of tornado and severe thunderstorm warnings that is right here on the doorstep, working in out of the north and west. Butler County, you are right on the doorstep of this as we speak. This is going to be rolling in here onto the west side of Butler County, stretching over and in and towards the Rochester vicinity. This is going to be coming down right here near the Quality area as well, as this line continues to pull in a southeastward direction. All right, we've had an ongoing supercell that we've been watching here over the past several hours, and this is pretty much the remnants of it that's getting wrapped up with the primary line right here that is shifting south and east right into the Wobbles community now, right? So we got all hands on deck here with us. We got Evan Hatter. It's going to be moderating for us on our streams. If you're out there, if you have reports to get them to us safely, please do so, all right? But right now, there are currently no warnings in effect. Y'all, if y'all are watching right here just above our head, that's our Beach Tree News Sky Cam. That's actually on the back of Morgantown City Hall. It is an absolute fireworks show over there right now. We got the leading edge that's moving in here right from the north and west. And again, folks, where we had some of this rotation earlier, it's not quite as tight as what it was, but it is still very much present, all right? You can just see all these little kinks and notches that's going on right here in and around Greenville as this continues to pull off here to the south and east as the primary line is catching up with it, is what we had previously mentioned before there, stretching up from in and around Rochester Point southward towards Quality. It looks like where this is going to be coming in here out of the west, all right? So we're going to leave this up here. We're going to try to get a few. Oh my goodness. Y'all get over here. Y'all just watch this here for a few seconds. If I can get this thing to cooperate. My goodness. This thing is just putting on an absolutely ridiculous light show out here. You can watch it right there above us as we speak. With that being said, it is rather impressive out there getting a view over the Beach Tree News Sky Cam. You got all kinds of lightning that's occurring over in that direction here as we speak. You can see it ongoing right there, okay? So we're waiting here for the new scan to come in. You can see that has gotten a little bit tighter, it would appear. Not overwhelming, but nonetheless, that has tightened up to an extent, but we're going to take this full pan view. Oh, talk about perfect timing. Look at all that. That is absolutely insane. All right. Got all kinds of lightning that's ongoing over in that direction. It's moving in as we speak. We got the tightest circulation. An area of concern is where we got these twin tornado warnings that are currently out, and these are going to be arriving right here onto the west side of Butler County. Going to go ahead and throw Northwest Logan in there as well, in and around the Lake Malone vicinity, right around the Dogwood Lake area. Looking at you, Mr. Neighbors, and points down to the south and east towards Logan Aluminum is where it appears to be, all right? So again, we're trying to see if we can get any glimpses looking back with these lightning flashes off of our Morgantown Sky Cam. But folks, night has fallen. We're churning the little bit of a later oil here as we roll just past 9:40 p.m. And per usual, we're going to stay right here with you and take a look if we're going to get any more of these warnings that's going to be extended out here across the region. Does Morgantown appear to be in the direct path? Yes, as we currently speak, it would be. Right now, this is pulling off here to the south and east direction is where the couplets are right here. We got a new scan that's coming in. And folks, this is what makes these kind of events so concerning. So if we can zoom in on this here just a little bit, look right along the edge here where we got all these little areas of circulation that is just kind of littered up and down the line right here of what's known as basically a quasi-linear convective system, okay? A QLCS. This thing is coming down to the south and east. It's gobbling up that supercell that was out ahead of it. That thing had a tornado on the ground for a significant amount of time, touching down in and around Reedyville, up through around Princeton and Dawson Springs. But here, folks, we've got a number of little vortices that are coming right along the leading edge of that. So we want to be aware of that, all right? So if you're located over here in any of the areas we talked about, we're gonna wait and let it be seen on what they issue. But you can also see right here along the leading edge of that, folks, we got some very, very strong winds that will be arriving here momentarily. Again, folks, this will be on the west side of Logan County, stretching up into the west side of Butler County. Oh my goodness. Anybody else just catch that spider web on the Morgantown camera? That was rather wild, all right? So you can see here, we're backing this up here just a touch, but obviously after this impacts Butler County, stretching down into Logan County as well, we're going to be looking at Warren County, Edmonton County. You'll be next in the line of that as this continues to move in, all right? So we're going to be watching this move through. Pretty much everywhere within our vicinity is going to be underneath the gun here. I would say here on the west side of Butler County within the next 10 to 20 minutes, and then the rest of the region at any point in time over the next hour to hour and a half. This thing is going to be blasting at a southeastern direction. It's moving along pretty quickly as we speak, so at least we have that going for us. In addition to the severe weather risk, folks, of hail, possibility of a tornado, and damaging winds, we also have the same concerns as what we had earlier this morning, folks. We've received a tremendous amount of rainfall here, not just today, but over the past several days. We've had reports of low-lying areas that are flooding, the Green River Basin stretching over into Drakes Creek, over into Trammell as well. We've had a lot of reports of some water-covered roadways in the low-lying areas, so flooding and flash flooding is going to be a tremendous concern, in addition to the wide variety of severe weather threats that we have here on the table, all right? So you can see how far this is stretching out, folks. The National Weather Service has complete confidence that this thing is going to be able to maintain strength as it continues to pull in this southeastward direction. So you can see as we speak, we even got a little isolated cell trying to fire up right there along the leading line. And that's right around the Lake Malone area, stretching right over into Eppleys and Lewisburg in the northwest side of Logan County. All right. I got a viewer, obviously, who was on here earlier with us too. Layden, how's the Adairville Skycam doing? Well, it's not doing tremendous, I'll tell you that, okay? We've had a little bit of trouble earlier. We had the storm that came blasting through here a short time ago, or a little bit earlier this morning. As it did, it took down some trees and toppled it onto a house, and it actually we had lightning that struck and kind of knocked it down. We'll give you a full view here, but yeah, this is the current viewing of the Adairville Skycam down in Logan County. So for those of you who were watching earlier, we'll get that put up here at a little bit later time. But yeah, we're still dealing with that one. Morgantown's still alive and kicking, as you all can see right there. That is a tremendous light show that's ongoing right there. Trying to see if we can see anything on the horizon from that. I am not seeing much of anything else in regards with that. All right, so we got a new scan that just came in here, and as previously mentioned, this is arriving here on the far northwest side of Butler County as we speak, and that's going to be pulling off a little bit more down to the south and east here as we work over the next couple of hours here along with that. Don't know what's going on with the Skycam up above my head, but you know what? I love technology, I can tell you that much. Yes, Eddyville did have a tornado that occurred a little bit earlier today. There's numerous pictures of it online. You can see it. But right now, both of the tornado warnings, it's arriving right here, is radar indicated. All right, we just had a severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued. This includes the entirety of Logan County, nearly the entirety of Butler County. And we're going to include a chunk of Warren County in that as well. Those of you located over in Hadley, over there on the far west side of Warren County near Traveler's Cellar Winery, over in that direction, you're included in this as well. We have a 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds, and this is going to be valid and last and take us through 10:15 p.m. So Logan County, northwestern Simpson, Butler County, and northwestern Warren County. All right, moving east at 60 miles an hour, 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail. And as you can see right above my head, we've got a boatload of lightning that is coming along with that. All right, we've taken a brunt of it here, folks. All right, throughout today, we've had a number of power poles that have been broken off there. We've had a number of trees that have been down as well, and that's what we're dealing with, folks. The year of 2024 has been absolutely crazy in regards to severe weather. We're no remiss to that as well. We've caught the brunt of it. Still waiting on this scan to come in, folks. This thing is kind of pumping its brakes here a little bit, but nevertheless, we have the tornado watch that remains in place until 1 a.m. And we got the severe thunderstorm that's rolling through here with 60+ mile-an-hour winds. We want to treat this, with respect. You want to get inside a sturdy structure here. We still have the tornado warnings that's pegged right here along the far western border of Butler County. That's right there butting up to Rochester, stretching down towards Huntsville as well, and points off to the south. Towards Quality and in that direction. So those of you over in that location, you want to go ahead and get to your safe place just in case. That is just an unreal. I know y'all are seeing the same thing I'm seeing. That is absolutely insane what's going on right here. I cannot take my eyes off of the Morgantown sky cam. No, we are currently just laid down with our tornado watch is in effect until 1 a.m. for the Wobbles community, all right? All the way until 1 a.m. Yes. Is asking question marks if it was similar to this morning. Yeah, we got another Boeing line segment that's coming through here. So primary concern here is damaging straight line winds is what we're currently seeing and dealing with. And we do have the opportunity of a tornado spin up within the leading edge of that line, but we do have indications of some broad rotation coming along with that as well. All right. This is what we love to see, guys. Drew shares with us. We got Mr. Wandon trying to keep everyone updated. That's what we're doing, guys. You all share your reports, get in your safe spaces. We love seeing you all share it throughout the community, all right? All right, we're still waiting here, folks. You can see we've got 1, 2, there's like 3 different tornado warnings that's currently in place. Again, that doesn't include, oh my goodness, what a cloud to ground lightning strike that was. Cannot take my eyes off that thing. This is wild. Wind, lightning, and rain landing is picked up here on the far west side of Butler County. We have power that is flashing in and around Rochester. Thank you for that report, Miss Sandy. Appreciate you sharing that with us. So yeah, folks, it could be a lot more of that going on too. Elaine Penley says we're at Lake Malone. Electricity keeps going on and off. Hope you're staying safe over there, Miss Elaine. When will it hit Rockfield? This is pulling down to the south and east, all right? We got Mayor Billy Phelps on here with us out of Morgantown as well. Speaking of thundering and lightning, it's getting pretty serious there in Morgantown as we're looking right there on our Morgantown sky cam. That's a promise. Yeah, folks, we've had so many power outages. We still got many of folks who are still without power as well. Big shout out to Warren RECC, all the local folks who are working around the clock, who already put in the hours throughout this morning, throughout the day. Utility workers, emergency personnel. We got plenty more where that to come on. Big shout out to all the rescue operations and the rescue squads out there in the more rural locations. Know you all been out moving trees and doing your duty today and serving the community. We greatly appreciate everything that you all do. You got small hail up and around Logan Sport, stretching up towards Gilstrap. Appreciate that report, Chris. Thanks for keeping us up to date. Thanks to all you all for putting out this information. A knowledgeable community is a safer community, all right? And that's what this whole thing is all about. You all been watching us any before. You all know what we stand for and what we do. And we greatly appreciate being the catalyst to help decipher and relay this information for you. This thing has just pumped its brakes, folks. This thing is trying to come down to the south and east a little bit, and it's just kind of hanging out right there along the line, which isn't good for flooding concerns. Let's put this into motion here for you. All right, so you can see it kind of crawling out of snail's pace, but this is going to be bowing right here is where we're looking at in this area where the rotation was located at here just a short time ago. Josh, you ain't the only one that's tired of it, buddy. Lights are already flickering on and off in the Bowling Green and Scottsville and Plano Road area. Thanks for sharing that. All right, folks, we got a new tornado warning that was just issued. This is valid right here on the south side of Butler County. So if you're located anywhere in Point South, right there on the south side of Morgantown, you all need to get to your safe place, all right? This was include but not limited to Youngtown over into Dunbar, Silver City stretching down into Leetown over into Needmore as well. So tornado warning is out for the south side of Butler County. If you're anywhere in that polygon right here, you all need to get to your safe place immediately, okay? This includes Rochester. This would be stretching over near Provo, up and towards Mining City. Points down to the south now, Silver City. That would be including Huntsville, over into Leetown, Quality. Everywhere that we were just mentioning about, folks, trying to give you all enough lead time where the rotation was that we saw working in here, you are now underneath a tornado warning, okay? So those of you heading just south on 231 out of Morgantown, just south of I-165, this would include the Shea-Row-Lace subdivision. Greg, Renee, Josh, Jen, Laney, if you're listening to me, Gina, Randy, Lisa, Dwayne, all the folks out there, Barry and Melissa, all of you all, it'd be a good idea to go ahead and get to your safe place with the rotation that we are currently seeing that's being spit out right here, all right? So this tornado warning has been labeled and put out for the next 18 minutes, all right? This is going to be for the next 18 minutes. So right here on the south side of Butler County is what we are concerned with. The new tornado warning that has just been placed out on the south side of Butler County. And if that holds track, folks, you can look right there just to the south and east of Butler County. Warren County, that would include Bowling Green as well. You will be next in line for this. So if this continues on a similar path where we're seeing the rotation at as we speak, this is going to be stretching over from Hadley and then points over eastward right along the I-165 corridor, and will be barrel rolling at a southeastward track, and will be arriving in Bowling Green after that, okay? Storm Prediction Center just mentioned of ongoing convection is going to continue to pose this risk for damaging wind gusts and tornadoes as we move over the upcoming hours. So again, folks, they're not thinking that this thing is going to slow down that much, all right? So right here on the south side of, right here on the line, Rochester points down to the south. If you will look right here is where we are looking at the strongest rotation, just east of Benton. This is going to be pulling right across the Butler County line here as we speak, all right? We have loads of lightning landing. We have hail that's falling over here as well. We are located just south of Rochester. Thanks for keeping us informed. Thank you for that report, Barry. I hope you're staying safe over in that direction as well, okay? So any of you all who's looking over here in this direction, we have got the tightening of what we see here that's stretching anywhere from Rochester, where we were just talking about, folks, for the past several minutes, all the way over down through Dunmore, stretching down through Lake Malone. This is going to be pulling down into Lewisburg and points off to the south and east, all right? So if you're located in Quality, any of the locations that we previously mentioned, please take note. We got some of the Mesonet sites. Evan's churning in some information to me here. Picking up 71 miles an hour via Mr. Shane Hollanday with the Mesonet. So I certainly do appreciate it. So those of you right there, take a look. Right there in and around that location, anywhere stretching from Rochester Point south. This is where the strongest rotation is at, right here where I'm continuing to circle, all right? So please get to your safe spot. Anyone points located anywhere from roughly over here near Rochester, just north of there from Provo, stretching eastward to the south side of Morgantown, all the way down into the north side of Logan County. This is where we're seeing the bulk of the activity that's going on now. Numerous reports of power that's out at Lake Malone. Received some hail over there as well. Appreciate you sharing that with us. Receiving some reports of some rather significant damage located in and around Dunmore. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. Folks, if you'll have any reports to share with us, as previously mentioned, please do so, but do so safely, okay? This continues on its same track as what we're looking at right now, where the tightest rotation is located at. This will be arriving in Warren County here within the next hour. Will you all look at that thing? My goodness. Just looking at the Morgantown Skycam where this thing is lighting up. Like just looking at the monstrous shelf cloud that's coming right along the leading edge of this thing, all right? Just trying to show you all, to give you a first-person view here, that this is real and this is happening, all right? Near Quality, the Silver City location is what we're monitoring here with where this is moving towards the area, all right? Trekking off down to the south and east. Any of you located on the south side of Butler County, this is where we've got the strongest rotation that is being picked up right now. And I do not like that latest scan. That is a tighter circulation that just came along with that. All right, you can look right here too. It's not a given, but we might very well have some debris that's being lofted into the sky. That would be located right there along the confluence of Butler County and Muhlenberg County, right here on the line. So just north of Gus, this is stretching over into Silver City, okay? From Gus, stretching over into Silver City. Again, we're looking at that little signature right there. That's included where the rotation was just located. This could very well be signifying we could have a tornado on the ground right here. Now you can see that it's shifted off down to the south and east. Again, Silver City, get in your safe place right now as we speak. Down through Harper Crossroads. If this continues on a similar track, this is going to be pulling off east towards Leetown, down around Boston, be stretching east over towards Russellville Road. We're talking about Carve Rock, stretching down towards Richland as well. So any of you over in that location, please be aware of that. But down to the south is where we're seeing the strongest rotation now with this storm. We could have a tornado on the ground as we speak. Get to your safe place immediately. We appreciate you all sharing the information. Yeah, share the links. That's what we make it easy for. We got folks, y'all are sending us pictures. Some of you watching us on YouTube in the living room right now of the storms that aren't close enough. We got other folks that's sharing photos of you in your safe place. We greatly appreciate that, okay? Just get the word out. A knowledgeable community is a safer community. You can see there, we just got another one. So right here on the west side of Silver City is what we're looking for. We're still looking to see if we've got any reports that's coming in. If you can do those, folks, do it safely, all right? Please, please do it safely. Landon, we're not far off of 106. We have a few trees that are down in the backyard. Thank you, Judy, for sharing that with us. So again, folks, here we got another round. It's already putting trees on the ground. There could be more damage coming along with that, but the rotation continues to pull off here, right in and around the Silver Springs area. Here comes another scan as we speak. Looking a little less tight. But right here along the leading edge, you can see it right there, y'all. Coming right out of that. And this is going to continue, folks, on the same path. We've got this steamrolling down through Lewisburg as we speak as well. And this is going to be pulling off down into the northwest side of Warren County. Bowling Green will be next in line. It'll be arriving here over near Needmore and Sugar Grove, Hadley up into Rockland here. Could be even clipping over into the Davis Crossroads, Sugar Grove area over off of 626. That would be down around Cane Ridge in the Dimple area. So getting into the flats of the south side of Butler County there where we're watching that unfold. That lightning show, I haven't seen anything like that in quite a while. I mean, don't get me wrong, earlier this spring we've had some crazy ones, but nevertheless, look at the size of that shelf cloud. That thing is nasty. Yes, if you are on the south side of Butler County, get to your safe place now as we speak, okay? Again, we got that tightening rotation. Look right here. Coming through again, just west of Leetown. If you're in Leetown, the Dimple area, stretching over into Needmore, Woodbury, you're right on the cusp of this as well. Gary and Sherrill, Jordan Wallace, any of y'all up over in that area with this coming through here too? It could be riding right along, cutting through north of I-165 and over towards 403 and Monkey's Eyebrow. So just another quick breakdown. We've got the rotation right there that's blatant on the south, just due south of Morgantown. We have the vast majority and the large chunk of Butler County and Logan County, as well as northwest Warren County, is underneath a severe thunderstorm warning, all right, for an inch hail and 60+ mile-an-hour winds. And we have this tornado warning that's embedded right here on the south side of just south of Morgantown. So again, folks, where this tightest rotation is located at, it could be occurring at anywhere where we see the tightly aligned the greens and the reds. So these couplets are what we're looking for, and that is blatant. So please, if you know anyone in and around that area, text them, make for sure they're aware, shoot them a link that they're watching us, and let them know. Let them know what's up, all right? We do have a little bit of a lowering appears there. We can take this over on the full screen. Looks pretty ragged and scuddy there, but to say the least, we do have some, we do have a little bit of lowering there. That's looking due west from Morgantown, so it would be picking up some of that rotation. So folks, that is, that's definitely present. So we need to take this seriously. Stretching down now, we can still see it. The latest scan right here in Leetown, it's about to be right on top of your head. You're pretty much out of time now. So get to your safe place. Stretching anywhere from Leetown, this is going to continue to push eastward where the rotation's located at. Down and out 79, Alum Springs, Steve McKinney, if you're over in that area, be aware of that, buddy. Yeah, we've got some views coming in here out of Rochester a short time ago. Big thanks to Dogfish for sending that in. Got loads of lightning and thunder that's taking place over there as well. Still ongoing. Still ongoing. All right, here comes our next scan. And not quite as tight of a rotation. Okay, I'll take that. But folks, we don't need to take it lightly. The rotation is still there. And that's going to continue to pull off here to the east. Dang. Look at where that's tightening up. Just right there where the greens and the reds are just right next to each other. I'm going to jump over here and flip these on real quick. All right. Power's still out over in Rochester. We got no power out Bowling Green Road as well. Dan Hudnall says that the people he's talking to over in Dimple say it's getting close. You got that right, Dan. Tell them to get in their safe place, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Winds picking up out Chevrolet. We got lots of lightning and thunder that is started over in the Eden area. Lauren Henderson says we're on Dimple and lights are already flickering. We got another report here near Leetown that was speaking of some hail that has been falling with this as well. All right, we've going to continue to watch that. I'm just waiting to see if we got another one. But look at this kink right here, folks, stretching right out from that thing. Gosh, I don't like the look of that. Right there near Dimple and Leetown, folks, where we were just looking at the rotation, where we were just talking about, right there. Going to continue to walk you right through it here, folks. Get in your safe spot. If you're over into Needmore, over into Riverside, go ahead and get to your safe place. All right. We've had another severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued. This does include Bowling Green. This is for a 60-mile-an-hour winds. They have included a tornado possible tag with this. So Warren County, you are now underneath. You are now underneath a severe thunderstorm warning. We got another tornado warning that just got issued right here on the west side of Logan County. Gordonsville over up into Crossroads and up into Justice, right there along the Trigg and Logan County line. We got some rotation there as well. Get to your safe place that could be moving in. We continue to have our area of concern right here, folks. Right there near Dimple and Leetown, all right? What we were talking about earlier, we can see some of these signatures is what we were watching earlier, where we had that blue couplet that might very well right here, and then you can see it track right there. We could have had a brief tornado spin up there that came along with that, or it could still be on the ground, all right? So please be aware of that. But this is the cell that we're continuing to watch that produced the tornadoes there a little bit earlier. So this is stretching out, folks. This is about to get real for the rest of the region. You can look down here to the south as well. We got some isolated cells, discrete cells popping up here south of Russellville. We're going to have to keep close eyes on that. And yeah, look at where this is nosing off right here, folks, where this is pulling off to the south and east. Right here. If you're heading over in that area, if you live over here in this vicinity, in and around Russellville, points off to the north and west. That's a little bit of the circulation right here as well that's going to be pulling down into your area. And that is in addition to the stronger couplet of rotation that we are still monitoring right here just south of Morgantown. This couplet right here, folks, is about to cross over the Butler and Warren County line as we speak. About to cross over the Butler-Warren County line as we speak. Got reports of hail that's falling on the northwest side of Logan County over in Lewisburg as well. And right here we have it, folks. Tornado warning. Tornado warning has just been expanded to include Bowling Green and a large chunk of Warren County. This tornado warning is in effect for the next 30 minutes. Get to your safe place immediately. Yes, you can hear the tornado warnings and the sirens that are going off as we speak, all right? Winds are absolutely rocking and rolling over in Auburn, according to Patrick. Yes, the cows are going off, and we have got the tornado warning that's here, folks. We're wanting to give you plenty of lead time. We've been following this thing here for nearly half an hour, going on an hour, and we want you to get to your safe place immediately. The cow sirens are loud and clear right here at the Weather or Not compound. So please exercise your safety plan and be sure that you go onto your safe place, okay? Got hail reports out on the Butler County line that's coming in as well. That is definitely a unique hail report, Miss Ruby. Appreciate that. And for the first time, we have received a report of cat testicle size hail. You can't make it up, folks. Hey, we're not just here to warn and inform. We're also here to entertain. All right, y'all. Rotation again. It's tightening up right there. It's crossing right over the Warren and Butler County line. Points off. This is going to be just due south of Woodbury. Pulling off to the south and east over there as well. Power out is on Dimple Road. The wind has been unreal and continuing to hit the windows. Thank you for sharing that. Well, thank you. I'm glad you noticed. Fresh haircut on the dome. Yeah, a little bit shorter than what it was this morning. All right, those of you located over in Anna, this is going to include Riverside from Needmore up into Richardsville. You need to get to your safe place. You are underneath a tornado warning as we speak, okay? Tornado warning as we speak. All right, y'all. The sirens are loud and clear. You're going to need to get to your safe place. Please, please exercise your safety plan and get to your safe place, all right? Here comes another scan for us. Yep, it's still there. Getting even a little bit tighter, folks. Right here, just to the south of Woodbury. Stretching over eastward towards Riverside. We just lost power on the Morgantown camera. See if we can get views of this, folks. This is moving right in. We got at the very top of the page here, we got the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam. That's a top band meter haul. They face that sucker and looking directly into it, okay? Numerous reports of power outages that are flowing in. Landon, we've definitely had something that's moved through here on the south side of Woodbury. We have trees down. That was not your normal storm. All right, thank you for that report, folks. Appreciate all the reports you all are sharing and getting in here to help us relay and get out there. That's a very tight and concerning couplet, all right? Just let that be known. Trying to see if we can get some signatures. Yeah, we got some of the blues there. Right here along the leading edge is what we're watching. So if you're located anywhere in this purple box, all right, we keep getting the question, well, do we need to get to our safe place? Folks, if you are in that highlighted purple box, you are underneath a tornado warning. And yes, you need to execute and get to your safe place, all right? It's in effect for the next 25 minutes. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Morgantown, and it's moving to the south and east at 40 miles an hour. Power's out at Hidden Valley, according to station Stan Murphy. They've got hail that's falling over there as well. I have kids in the bathtub, and I'm sitting in the bathroom with them. That's good, Jasmine. That's where you need to be. Appreciate you taking the necessary precautions and putting your family and yourself first. Right. See if we can get another scan in here. Just an FYI, folks, the Russellville cow sirens are down. They had extensive damage this morning with the severe storms that rolled through, so you're not going to be hearing any sirens. What is that tone? That tone it means that we're getting a radar update, okay? So if you hear that in the background, that's Radar Omega that's churning. Got more hail that's being reported right here along the Butler and Warren County line. It looks to be around a quarter size. Thank you for that information there, Shelley. Thank you for relaying that. Amber Givens Renfro says that they've got hail over on Woodbury Loop as well. Hail and no power, according to Kimberly. Thanks for sharing that. All right. We got to kind of look up here on the north side. You can see right there, y'all, where we just got that in again. I do not like the looks of that. Coming right here. If you're over in Richardsville, get to your safe place. If you're in Anna, get to your safe place immediately. Rotation doesn't look as strong right there on the south side into right there in Bowling Green. But if you're right there on the north side of Bowling Green, and that's going to be stretching over into Plum Springs and Gherkin as well, you want to go ahead and play that out and be aware. Hail is falling on Chevrolet. Appreciate that report. Mr. Davis, Mr. Hampton, coming in solid with that report as well. Look right here. This is where the hail is falling over there in that direction. Right here on the south side of Morgantown, stretching over into Woodbury. In 403, you're going to be getting on that here momentarily as well, okay? My daughter's reported that she has trees down on Richland Road. Thank you for sharing that, Becky. Power's down in Woodbury. All right. So again, if you're located in Richardsville, Anna, Guy, any of these locations over here, you need to be in your safe place because this is where we are picking up on this rotation at. All right. If you're located anywhere in these locations here, you can see where we have got the strongest portion of the storm and the rotation that's showing up. This could very well be coming in down here onto the north side of Bowling Green as well, okay? Want to back up real quick and see if we've got, no, just the tornado possible tag with the severe thunderstorm warning that's out. This includes south side of Edmonson County, nearly the entirety of Warren County, going back over and Simpson and Logan County as well. Up here in Butler County, looks like you're past the brunt of it over into Rochester and stretching down towards the Quality area, but pointing south and east of there, you are still under the gun. Still underneath the tornado warning here for another 21 minutes. But look at it. You can see where the strongest winds are and where the rotation is as well. This is pulling off in this direction, okay? That couplet is really tightening up over there. We've got all kinds of more reports, guys. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to sift through here. We've got all of our chats are all aggregated into one feed. It's kind of difficult to keep up with, which isn't a bad thing. 16,000 of y'all watching. I'll make that 17. Oh, sorry, 18, 19,000. Okay. Appreciate you all. That rotation continues to tighten up, y'all. So if you're right here on the north side of Bowling Green, stretching over towards Plum Springs, get to your safe place. Big shout out to all of you all continuing to donate as well. You can see it right there on the corner of the screen. You can scan that QR code. It'll take you to our Venmo. That's how this entity is able to invest into other resources, folks. None of us here take any pay from this. This is a complete community service. Every dollar earned goes right back into this entity, all right? Nick Lannert, Drew, Wade, Megan, Shelby, Allie, Corey, Kathy Phelps, Lisa Green, Nicole Lightfoot, Miss Pretty. We can't thank you all enough. We really, really, really do appreciate you all. Cows are going off, folks, and for a good reason. That tightening rotation continues to plow right here on the northwest side of Warren County is where our focus is now, okay? Looks like the bulk of Butler County is about to be in the clear, not all the way. But with that being said, those located points anywhere from roughly down from Davis Crossroads up to Morgantown points westward, up towards Casey and points westward, you all are in the clear. Yes, the cows will continue to go off, folks, as long as we continue to have this. So the rotation now is pulling off to the east. Hadley, the rotation is east of you now. And it looks like the rotation is trying to pull off here towards Richardsville and over into Anna as we speak. All right, got more reports of trees down now that have occurred in Richardsville. Appreciate that report. Again, folks, we're getting damage reports in similar to what we saw this morning. Numerous power outages, trees that are down as well. Over near Richelieu, Landon, we've got trees that are down as cross the roadways as well. All right, so this is continuing to bow out, and it's not just the tornado warning, y'all. We got the tornado tag on the severe thunderstorm warning. This is plowing south and east through Logan County now. Right here on the north side of Edmonson County, you're going to be getting in on this, stretching from Bee Spring up through Nolan Lake. Brownsville will be getting on this here momentarily as well, but the strongest winds are just south of Edmonson County. So you can see where the polygon is flashing, folks. Where the purple polygon is flashing is where we have got the rotation. Okay, so let's jump over here real quick. I want to take the White Squirrel weather camera full screen and see if we can't get a bit of a better view here. Look at the lowering, the blatant lowering that's coming right along the leading edge of that. That's the rotation that we were just looking at, folks. We're looking right into it. Here as we speak. Look at the city lights is actually illuminating the bottom of that shelf cloud along with the lightning that we have coming along there as well. All right, Auburn, you're next in line. Auburn stretching back to the south and west over towards Russellville all the way down into Olmsted. This is going to be stretching off to the north and east here as well. If you're located in Rockfield, then this will be stretching over across Nashville Road. If you're in Alvaton, you'll be next in line as well, along with Plano. Stretching over with the Rich Pond vicinity is where we're talking about as we speak. So the strongest portion of the storm looks to be just north of there, of the I-165 corridor. But again, the leading edge is pulling off to the south and east, so anyone in and around over in South Glen Gables, near the South Warren area, this would include the Summit subdivision, up into Hidden River, over into Springfield as well. And then as we get further up here, we're looking at 231, and then points here just north of there. Got reports of some large hail falling out Barron River Road. Appreciate that there, Tommy. Hope you're staying safe. Appreciate that information. Yep, that is wild lightning. I wanted to put it right there, folks, but we just saw the shelf cloud. Look at it. Right there on the top of the screen, okay? Our Morgantown camera has gone out of commission, but that's okay. That thing is absolutely just nasty. All right, let's see if we can't get this thing lined out for you. There we go. That's looking a little bit better. We've replaced the Morgantown camera with our Sky Soccer cam. It's located out at Lover's Lane and the Loops Trails. So the one on top, Van Meter Hall, The one below that, Lover's Lane Soccer Complex. Tornado warning continues, folks. If you're anywhere in the areas that we've been screaming and shouting about here over the past 15 minutes or so, you need to stay in your safe place. Right here on the south side of Anna, it just moved through Richardsville. It's pulling off to the south and east now as we speak, all right? This thing's arriving here at the Weather or Not compound. With that being said, if we were to lose power here at the Weather or Not compound, we got our relief pitcher, Evan Hatter, that's waiting right there in the bullpen. He'll be picking up right where I left off, all right? We got our cameras that are going in and out, folks. We got these things flickering over here. Outside of the rotation that we have with the tornado warnings that are out there, we've got some very strong winds that's coming along with that as well. I would also like to note on that latest scan, looked like we had a bit more rotation right here on the west side of Brownsville. This is going to be pulling off here to the east as we speak. So again, you can see that rotation is right there just on the south side of Anna. Just on the south side of Anna. Yeah, we got the lights that have started to flicker here at the Weather or Not compound. We got where the storms are moving through and impacting. All right. Right here on the north side, the rotation isn't looking as strong, folks, but needless to say, look at the absolute washout. The good old goalie washer that's completely taken over the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam. Can't even see. There's nearly zero visibility there. And we're going to be turning here over. We can see it. Try to get a view at. Well, that's not really working for us either now, is it? Sorry, folks. I'm just trying to get this thing to come up so we can get a bit of a better view for you. Yeah, because that shell cloud's going to be arriving from that direction here momentarily. So yeah, the rotation's still there, folks, but it's not quite as prominent as what it was here just a short time ago. Now it's picking up. We have got hail that is falling right here at the Weather or Not compound as we speak, and as soon as we switch it over to the Lover's Lane Soccer Complex Skycam, we're about to lose power on that sucker as well, so be it. Tornado warning remains in place, folks, but the...
And good evening, folks. Landed again out of power, so pinch hitting from the bullpen. I wish I had my own... oh, goodness. Double my voice. Goodness gracious. Anyway, we still are watching the potential for very strong winds in addition to a tornado moving through the northern side of Bowling Green at this point. Looking at it, it looks like the rotation is coming down near Gherkin. That's a good sign that we are not dealing with the greatest potential there for damaging, or for a tornado. However, the potential's still there for damaging winds, and that greatest potential continues to push through downtown Bowling Green and further on to the east over the next little bit. You're looking above me, the frozen image on the Morgantown Skycam. Here is the view, by the way, from Van Meter Hall. overlooking the campus of WKU. Power is out in many places right now. A lot of heavy rain, heavy wind in Plum Springs. Watching plenty of heavy rain pushing on through. Damaging winds potential near Russellville as well as this continues to work on through the Wobbles community. Here's the good news. We did just get the word that they will be allowing the tornado warning to expire for Warren County, and that's a good sign. Only some very slight rotation near the Gherkin community. That's just north of 526 there. And that will continue to push off to the east toward Tuckertown, Oakland, and eventually Smiths Grove. So keeping an eye on that. But I think the bigger threat at this moment is the potential for damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. You can see this bowing segment that just pushed through downtown Bowling Green. In fact, we'll throw the radar back on so you can see that. Again, there is the potential for 60-mile-per-hour winds. The severe thunderstorm warning continues for Warren County, the southern parts of Edmonson County, the western parts of Allen County, all of Simpson County, and the eastern two-thirds of Logan County through the next, through 11 o'clock. So we will continue to watch that as that pushes on to the east over the next 20 minutes or so. Again, the greatest threat is going to be damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour, but we have to watch out for those tornado spin-ups. You see that there on the northern flank of this storm there as you head towards Shepherdsville, Taylorsville Lake, up into getting into central Kentucky, but our focus continues to be on the potential for damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour, and this will continue to push through the Wobbles community over the next little bit. And I'll pull up the White Squirrel weather camera again so you can see just the incredible lightning that we are dealing with at this point. It is near constant at this juncture, and it's something we will continue to keep an eye on over the next little bit or so. In fact, here's another view. This is from the Reed Dossie House Skycam, looking to the north and east from downtown Brownsville, watching those storms, gusty winds, and heavy rain continuing to push toward downtown Brownsville. You are not under a severe thunderstorm warning, but you might as well be. So keep a very close eye on that as we continue to work over the next 20-30 minutes or so, and we'll bring the radar back on. And you can see we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning now for, it'll pop on the screen in just a moment, for Allen. Presumably the rest of Allen County. There it is. That is a big warning for all of Allen County, most of Barron County, the eastern sections of Edmonson County, the eastern sections of Warren County, and this runs until 11:15. And we will continue to keep an eye on this as it pushes off to the east at, let me get the information here, as this continues to push off to the east at 50 miles per hour. So eastern side of Warren County, talking Smiths Grove, we're talking Oakland, down toward Polkville, Pondsville, Alvaton. It's moved over Plano and Greenwood, over toward Hardcastle at this point, pushing to the east. Folks, now in the warning, go ahead and take your precautions there. Glasgow, Oil City, Park City, Cave City, Heisville, Peter Creek, Haywood, Red Cross, down into Allen County, all of Allen County, essentially. If you're in Allen County, go ahead and take those precautions as we have potentially 60-mile-per-hour winds pushing through. Further to the south, watching some heavy wind along an outflow boundary as we continue to watch into portions of Simpson County, right on top of downtown Franklin, watching the potential for damaging winds pushing through there, even though the rain is a little bit further north. Plum Springs without power right now. Further on to the north and west, Auburn, Chandler's Chapel, some very heavy rain, some gusty winds. In fact, we do have a flash flood warning in effect for Butler and the northern half of Logan counties because we have seen so much rain. Here is the good news. For the most part, we can give you the all clear into Butler County. They just trimmed Butler County out of that warning. Southern parts of the county still seeing some heavy rain, thunder and lightning, but we are just about out of the thick of it in Butler County. We can almost give you the all clear into Butler County. Not the case into Edmonson County, not the case into eastern Warren County, where we are still watching this, we call this a bow echo, okay? Right through there. That is a push of gusty winds continuing to push out from this thunderstorm. So we will continue to watch that as this pushes through over the next 30 minutes or so. Folks asking, when are we given the all clear for Bowling Green? It's going to be a little bit because we've still got this pushing through over the next, well, this latest warning runs through 11 o'clock, 11:15. 11 o'clock for downtown Bowling Green. That's in about 17 minutes or so. And then another 30 minutes as we head towards the far eastern parts of Wobbles as you head into Scottsville and Glasgow, areas just north of there. So, again, the potential for winds in excess of 60 miles per hour all along this line, moving through downtown Brownsville here shortly. Very heavy rain, a lot of lightning. You see the lightning above me, the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam overlooking the campus from Van Meter Hall. Again, watching the very heavy rain and a lot of lightning with this as this continues to push on off to the east at about 50 miles per hour. So, up next, Smiths Grove, Polkville, Pondsville over the next 10 to 15 minutes. This is coming down Interstate 65. If you know anybody who may be traveling between Smiths Grove and Bowling Green or Smiths Grove and Park City heading north, let them know. Pull off at an exit, because we have some very heavy rain and the potential for winds in excess of 60 miles per hour coming down Interstate 65 on the eastern side of Warren County. We still have a little bit of broad rotation near Oakland and Smiths Grove and Tuckertown. Doesn't look to me like we've got any indication of a tornado on the ground, but this cell, which is part of this whole big line that continues to push through portions of Wobbles, has a history. This cell has a history of producing tornadoes further on to the west. This line basically subsumed a supercell thunderstorm that produced the tornadoes. You've seen them on social media this evening out toward Eddyville. That's back in far west Kentucky. Not looking at that threat anymore. Again, the biggest threat is going to be for winds in excess of 60 miles per hour as these push through. Secondary threat at this point, almost really 1A, 1B with all that we've seen so far today, is going to be heavy rain and the potential for flooding. Okay, as we work through, we've seen tremendous amounts of rainfall during the day today. We had that first round. Finally, once we got a little bit of a break, we dried out a little bit. But then this next round, which is our final round, by the way, this is it. This is the severe weather threat through the overnight. Kaylee asking, did the tornado warning expire? It did. We do not have any tornado warnings in Wobbles. We do have a tornado watch in effect. Until, let me double check again, this is going to go until 2 a.m., the tornado watch, or 1 a.m., 1 a.m. for Wobbles. Downtown Bowling Green is getting out of the heaviest of the wind right now, but we will continue to watch the potential for damaging wind, especially Oakland and Smiths Grove. Sarah in Oakland saying she is seeing hail. Morgantown, you are in the clear with this. We are not concerned about Morgantown anymore. Some light rain over the next little bit, but we will continue to see things weaken and things diminish as we head through Butler County. Butler County is not under any severe thunderstorm warnings or tornado warnings anymore. Butler County is, however, under a flash flood warning that runs through the overnight. So we are not in any way done with this for at least a little while longer. And I'll tell you what's concerning me almost as much as the potential for gusty winds into the eastern side of Warren County. Again, Brownsville into Smiths Grove, watching the potential for heavy rain, probably some hail, at least trying to get going there near Brownsville. But again, here is my concern, especially back into portions of Logan County. Notice how these are kind of east to west. These are slowly pushing to the south and east, but the potential for heavy rain to bring us the potential for flash flooding. Everything is trying to move off to the east and slowly sink to the southeast. So we're not done with this yet. We need to keep an eye on this over the next little bit. And there's the Weather Service in Louisville already trimming back the tornado watch. So that's good news at this point. Further on to the north and west, that gives you that indication that we are dealing with the last of this, the last round pushing through, but we still need to get it through before the all clear can be given out there. Already seeing some reports of hail in Brownsville, in the Arthur community there in Edmonson County, which again, we're seeing these little areas of pink and purple. That would give us the indication that we're dealing with some very heavy rain and potentially some hail as well. But again, some very heavy rain continues into the eastern parts of Warren County into Edmonson County. Eastern side of Edmonson County, eastern side of Warren County, eastern side of Simpson County, along with all of Allen County and most of Barron County, including Glasgow, under a severe thunderstorm warning until 11:15 at this point. So, there's where we stand over the last little bit. We continue to watch lots of lightning. Above my head, you're looking at the Reed Dossey House Skycam in downtown Brownsville, and then above that is the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam overlooking WKU from Van Meter Hall. And again, we are seeing tremendous amounts of lightning as this continues to push off to the east. We're just about done with the heftiness of this into portions of Warren County, but we are almost ready. We're getting close to calling an all clear for downtown Bowling Green. We still have a little bit to go. You see this heavier rain out toward Rockfield, Browning, and Petros there along 6880. That's got to push through before we can give it completely the all clear. But again, keeping an eye on that potential. And I'll tell you what's got my eye right now. Along 65, just east of Smiths Grove. Notice the shape to this. On the leading edge of that line, that's the area where we had the rotation earlier. It's very small. Another potential area there along 31W in Edmonson County, but nothing to this point that would scream to me that a tornado is imminent. But keep that in mind. Now, east of Smiths Grove, this is pushing east of Smiths Grove. Very heavy rain, very gusty winds in Smiths Grove and into Hayes and Pondsville over the next 10 to 15 minutes. Further back to the west, Bowling Green, you're getting out of the very heaviest part. Further on to the south and east, we will continue to see heavy rain and gusty winds now pushing out of downtown Russellville, but some more heavy rain pushing into downtown Russellville. This is going to be pushing into the far northeastern or northwestern sections of Simpson County over the next little bit or so. So we'll be watching that over the next few minutes, and another downpour getting going right over Franklin. But the heaviest rain and the heaviest wind potential now pushing into eastern Edmonson County and is continuing to move through eastern Warren County. Rhoda Calibia, Trish says strong winds. I believe it. As that pushes through, right, you see it right there. Kind of the back edge of that heaviest part. pushing through. Rockfield, heavy wind and rain. That makes sense, Jennifer. Further on to the east. Jessica's asking about southeast Kentucky. You folks out there have a ways to go before this moves into your region. I would say over the next couple of hours. Just be on standby. Munfordville, just outside of our region. Heavy rain, gusty winds, severe weather a potential as that continues to push to the east. Watching this little enhancement of wind there near Pondsville. That's crossing into western Barron County over the next little bit near Red Cross. Kim says, heavy wind, dime-sized hail in Collegiate. Yes, that makes sense. We appreciate all of those reports as this continues to push off to the east at about 50 miles per hour. And again, this is the last round. We went through a couple of rounds earlier today. This is it. This is the heaviest along the kind of ahead of the front. The front will eventually push through tomorrow. That will bring an end, certainly to the severe weather, but we could still see some. Potentially some potential downpours tomorrow and some gusty winds outside of any storms, but severe weather is not a likelihood into tomorrow. Okay, watching this area near Smiths Grove, Park City, Cave City, really out toward Park City. Watching these three little sections. If I can draw. Near Pondsville, near Park City, extreme eastern Edmonson County. That's where we get the potential for spin-up tornado. I'm not saying that looks imminent right now, but it is something we are going to want to pay attention to over the next little bit. You see me looking off here, watching the radar myself for my region, for any of those little spin-up tornadoes that we already have seen in parts of Kentucky so far today, as that, excuse me, continues to push through. Lindsay asking about Morgantown. Morgantown, you are in the clear. You are behind all of this. This is pushing off to the east. You got some rain. You may be hearing some thunder and lightning. In fact, there you see a lightning strike darn near downtown. Goodness, right in downtown Morgantown. You are not dealing with any severe weather, but that jumped. You probably jumped there. That's what that was. Sherry said, don't know if that was thunder, but sounded like an explosion. If you're in Morgantown, that was likely some very heavy rain, or that was a lightning strike in downtown Morgantown. So that makes sense. Very heavy rain continues to push from Logan County into Simpson County. Auburn, Corinth, getting some very heavy rain. Not seeing anything that would give me pause about any kind of severe wind, but you are under a severe thunderstorm warning for about another 4 minutes. You're also under a flash flood warning through the overnight. Heaviest rain now south of Russellville, and we will continue to see that try to work its way down toward Adairville over the next few minutes. I don't have the Adairville camera pulled up. It's kind of at a Dutch angle right now, if you will. Our movie buffs will see. You've seen it. Anyway, we will continue to push the very heaviest of the rain off to the east, approaching the Barron County line, pushing across the Barron County line now into, well, Barron County, north of Barron River Lake. We will continue to watch areas like Red Cross, Railton, Bonaire, Beckton over the next 5 to 10 minutes, really, with the potential for very gusty winds and very heavy rain. Smiths Grove, again, not a whole lot of update from when we moved you through a few minutes ago. We are still dealing with very heavy rain over the next little bit. Small hail in Crestmore, probably a bit of a delayed report there, because we're starting to see the heaviest of this push out of Warren County. So I'm close to giving Bowling Green the all clear, Bee Spring all clear there. Western parts of Edmonson County, Brownsville, you are finished with this. Okay, we can give you the all clear. Brownsville into Black Gold, Bee Spring, Asphalt, Sunfish, Sweden, Collegiate, Big Reedy, Huff. We are likely to be giving you that all clear now, essentially. The heaviest of the rain pushing off to the east. Watching 65 near Park City there, cross the line in Barron County. The potential, again, seeing a little bit of that rotation try to eke its way back. But nothing tremendous at this point. So we will continue to watch that near Park City, moving up toward Cave City. So far northwestern Barron County. Keep a close eye on things. Nothing right now. But again, still watching some very heavy rain. Gusty winds in Scottsville. The heaviest of the storms a little bit further off to the west still, but the potential for the gustiest of the winds along the leading edge pushing through Scottsville right now. You folks are still under the gun down toward Franklin. You folks still have a way to go with this. Russellville into Auburn. Watching that over the next little bit as well. Sorry, just looking at another radar source. Auburn to Russellville again. Starting to see the rain weaken out toward Russellville. This is the report just came in from the Mesonet. Near Plum Springs of a wind gust to 62 miles per hour. So we did have severe, what we have officially seen. Obviously, some folks seeing some rain, some wind damage in parts of the region already, but officially with the Mesonet site there in Warren County, I'm trying to make sure that was right on. That's the Mesonet site on the north side of town, which is at Ephraim White Park, and water over Highway 62 near Beaver Dam. That's west of our area, but again, this is the same rain that is pushing through our region. So we have had a 62 mile per hour gust measured at the, look at the lightning in Brownsville, measured at the Mesonet site at Ephraim White Park. So we have confirmed severe gusts in the region so far today, and we'll continue to watch that as it pushes off to the east at about 50 miles per hour. Bowling Green, some heavy rain. Can't rule out some lightning, but the heaviest of this is now past downtown. That I can tell you, that downtown Bowling Green's probably in good shape at this moment. That's the good news. But here's what we don't like to see. Notice how this is taking on a bit of a wavy appearance as it pushes through Barron River Lake and into the west side of Glasgow. That gives us the indication of potential for a little bit of rotation. Now, any tornado, if we were to see one, we have not had any confirmation of one in Wobbles this evening, but if we were to see one, it would likely be a smaller potential for a tornado. Not really like what they saw further out to the west, where it looks like a pretty damaging tornado went just north of Dawson Springs about 2 or 3 hours ago. But a lot of folks without power, a lot of folks dealing with some very heavy rain, some gusty winds. Once we get this leading edge of gusty winds through Wobbles, out the other side of Barron County, we'll take a breather because we're done. We're finished after that. So again, we will watch the potential here for winds in excess of 60 miles per hour to push through portions of the region. The good news, we keep continuing to bring power online from earlier, but we're also knocking it out. So the folks that are doing the very hard work there, Warren RECC, BGMU, all those folks, continuing to do the hard work out there to keep the lights on during a very stressful day through the region. There's the power outage map across the state at this point. Pardon me while I take a sip of water. We switched from the mug to the glass, but hooday, that's just me though. A lot of folks without power in Butler County right now, nearly half the county, more than half the county, without power at this juncture, and we will continue to watch that over the next little bit or so. Just updating a few things further on to the east as well. Again, still watching damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour, a possibility as we head into the eastern, or into the now western parts of Barron County, Glasgow. Seeing that potential right now. And in fact, near Oil City, I want to keep an eye on that. That is showing us a little bit of rotation there near Oil City. Not saying it's on the ground or anything, but still keeping an eye on that at this time. So just something to be aware of as we continue to push this through the Wobbles community here at now past 11 o'clock. We're at 11:03, and we continue to see this push on off to the east. Have to type something just really quickly, and then we'll hop back to it. So just 1 second, continuing to watch this push off to the east, the heaviest of the wind. Cave City, Park City, near Haywood and Oil City, near Glasgow, keeping a very close eye near Oil City. Linda's saying in Franklin, her power just went off. Yeah, we are continuing to see power outages in Plum Springs. A lot of power outages, it seems, at this point, but still watching things as these storms push off to the east. We've come down a little bit on that potential there near Oil City, so that's good news. But again, some very heavy wind likely pushing toward Glasgow at this point. Okay, that is to our north. If you know any folks out toward Bardstown, out toward Springfield, Kentucky, Campbellsville, they're now under a severe thunderstorm warning, but that is to our north, to our east at this point. But still watching these storms push through. Likely not seeing severe winds. In fact, Franklin, you are kind of outside of that severe thunderstorm warning now. But some heavy rain continues. Bowling Green, you're going to hear some thunder. You're going to see some lightning. It's going to rain for a while, but it looks like Bowling Green is now in the clear, which is good news. So just bear with me one moment. Has it passed Alvaton? Yes. Oh my, sometimes the pan has a mind of its own. There's the view. Heaviest of the wind over Oil City right now and moving toward Glasgow. So Glasgow, 60 mile per hour winds headed in your direction over the next few minutes. Again, the main threat continues to be winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. That is the main threat. Yes, Morgantown, Bowling Green, you guys are done. All right, so if you haven't heard me call your town name out in a while, you're in the clear. Brownsville, Morgantown, Bowling Green, even Smiths Grove at this point, you are in the clear. Same thing toward Russellville, likely getting some heavy rain where we do not need any more rain. Franklin, we need to get this little cluster through here. But you're done. Scottsville still pushing through right now over the next few minutes or so. So keeping an eye on things as they continue to push through the eastern side of Wobbles. But right now the focus is on Barron County. If you're west of Barron County, your severe threat continues to diminish. All right, but Barron County, Glasgow, Oil City, up to Cave City, eventually on toward Hyattsville. Caitlin said she's in Hyattsville, winds picking up. Yeah, that's that leading edge continuing to push on past 31E into Barron, well, it's in Barron County, but toward Hyattsville right now. Further on to the south, Austin and Peter Creek. Seeing some very heavy rain, gusty winds, Cooktown, Tracy, Roseville, Bristletown, Pritchardsville, continuing to push off to the east, likely getting on top of Glasgow right now. You guys are still under a severe thunderstorm warning for another, well, actually it's like 7 minutes at this point, and there it is, basically punching into Glasgow right now with the potential for winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. So we have a new severe thunderstorm warning coming out now. This will take in the rest of wobbles that wasn't under this one. Severe thunderstorm warning. This is a huge warning, by the way. Look at the size of this thing. But yes, that includes the eastern side of the eastern side of Glasgow certainly, but the east side of Barron County over the next few minutes or so. And this runs until 11:45, so we'll be with you through at least then. Maybe it depends on how fast this moves out, but the heaviest of the wind continues to push through Barron County at this point. Brownsville, Morgantown, Bowling Green, you guys are done. Still watching areas near Franklin with the potential for some heavy rain moving through, but the greatest threat for severe weather is off to your east. So we continue to kind of drop the threat there over the next little bit. Keeping an eye on a couple of spots in Barron County. Right here. Southern side of the county and on top of Glasgow is where we're getting a signal of maybe a little bit of ragged rotation trying to get going here near Roseville and Cooktown. Nothing confirmed or anything, but this warning does have what's called a tornado possible tag on it, which means that we do see the potential for rotation in these thunderstorms, but nothing is there's certainly not enough there's not enough certainty to bring us the tornado warning. And I pardon me taking a drink of water. That potential will continue. Glasgow, some very heavy wind on top of Glasgow right now, and we will continue to see that pushing off to the east through Barron County, eventually out of wobbles. We're almost through this, folks. And in fact, it's looking further to the south. Places like Franklin, Auburn, Russellville, that we are dealing with a heavy rain threat more than anything else. The heaviest of the wind is pushed into Tennessee for you folks, so we need to watch the flooding threat. We already have a flash flood warning out for northern Logan County into Butler County. Wouldn't shock me if we get one eventually for the rest of Logan County, for Simpson County, the southern side of Warren County. But the greatest threat for damaging winds continues to be east of Bowling Green, continues to be east of, it's now going to be pushing east of Glasgow, or at this point. So heaviest wind continues to push east along 68 there, 6880 in on the east side of Glasgow there, as you kind of hop on the as you get near the Cumberland Parkway as well. So keeping an eye on that. Lecta, Coral Hill, and eventually Slick Rock as we work on through. Yeah, really starting to think that this is going to be more of a rain threat as we work through Allen County and Simpson County. Technically the eastern side of Warren County and the eastern side of Simpson County and most of Allen County under a severe thunderstorm warning through 11:15. But I would imagine that that warning will get expired and let go at this point. So, yeah, the focus continues to be central Barron County, right on top of Glasgow, moving toward Hyattsville, continuing to see that potential for gusty winds in excess of 60 miles per hour, pushing east of Wabbles, which is our coverage area. Warren, Allen, Barron, Butler, Logan, Edmondson, Simpson. Barron County alphabetically is the first of the B's and Wabbles, and that will continue to push on to the east. Some small hail reported in Gold City. Wish we could. I guess we could pull that camera up. Watching an area near Lecta, maybe a little bit of a spin, trying to get going on the leading edge, I should say, of this, but continuing to see that just kind of pops up there, and we're not seeing a ton. So we'll continue to watch this push off to the east over the next little bit or so. So again, we're just about through this whole thing. All right, we're just about done. We just have to get this through really the rest of Barron County, because we continue to weaken the storms as we head east of Bowling Green and south of Bowling Green. So let's put everything into motion. We haven't done that in a little while. You see, though, there were the storms. They were severe as they pushed in. Even had a tornado warning in parts of Warren County a little bit earlier. That has long since been allowed to expire, and these storms continue to gust out as it looks now. You see the that little blue line, a blue and green line pushing south of Portland, Tennessee. That's the outflow boundary. So these storms are now ingesting their own exhaust. And when that happens, the storms tend to weaken because they're not ingesting, they're not breathing in that very strong, warm, moist air anymore. And that's a good thing, because it means the storms are weakening. Where they're not weakening continues to be the eastern side of Barron County. That is where we continue to watch the potential for winds in excess of 60 miles per hour and an isolated spin-up tornado. We have no indication that anything is on the ground, obviously, but still watching that very, very closely over the next little bit. Power outages have been a major, major issue across Wabbles so far today. In fact, let's switch you back and show you what we've got on the map so far. Much of Butler County, nearly 60% of Butler County is without power. About half of the Warren RACC customers and the about 600 Penny Route Electric customers, most of those are without power. And again, we're talking customers. That's individual households that likely have more than one, and in many cases have more than one person in them. So again, a lot of folks without power. This is why we stream on Facebook, because you can still pick up that as long as you have cell service out there. Logan County, 3,500 or so out. Simpson County, about a quarter or so. Well, let's say a little more than a fifth. Warren County, 14,000 out. Allen County, 1,500 out. Barron County, 1,200 out. Edmondson County faring the best so far, with only about 355 customers without power, as of the last update from poweroutage.us. So that's a good sign. But we're not done until we can push these east of the region, and we're almost there, folks. Once we get this out of Barron County, we'll hop off, we'll take a break for the night. Hearing the wind outside my complex now as we watch the potential for winds to 50 out up my way, but still watching very heavy rain and potentially damaging winds pushing through the eastern side of Barron County now. We can give you the all clear in Haywood, in Peter Creek, Austin, Red Cross, Park City, now I believe Cave City. You folks are out of the threat now, which is good news as this continues to finally push on out of the Wabbles region. The severe weather threat we've been tracking for nearly a week now. We started getting that indication about Tuesday, and then as the week went on, it continued to look like it could be a significant severe weather event, and we saw a lot of tree damage this morning. We've seen a lot of power outages. We've seen more tree damage tonight. trees. Somebody sent us a report on X, formerly Twitter. Trees down blocking the detour road between two big curves there where that person is. But we continue to see things pushing out of wobble. Man, is that some heavy rain being pushed up against my window. But that is the line, at least here. Continuing to watch damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour a possibility as we head further to the east, continuing right now into the eastern side of Barron County at this point. Aaron asking, where is my way? I'm up closer to central Kentucky. This is where that's where the bullpen is, okay? A little further away from the Wobbles community, but still deep within my heart at this point. A lot of us pulled over. Raven says a lot of us pulled over in Bowling Green due to the rain and the wind. The wind is diminishing. The rain will over the next few minutes or so, but for the most part, we continue to calm things down, which is excellent news. After a long day of now more than one round of severe weather out there at this point, and still watching some very heavy rain on the southern side of in Logan County. Some heavy rain in Allen County too, but the southern side of Logan County. Still seeing near Adairville the potential for very heavy rain, but again, some thunder and lightning continues near Bowling Green. We had that lightning strike about 10-15 minutes ago in downtown Morgantown, and again, more lightning there, but the greatest threat continues to push off to the east, and that is a good thing because it is almost out of our area. It is almost through. We just need to get it through the rest of Barron County over the next 10 to 15 minutes, and we are done. Hannah says, no power in Franklin, strong winds. Winds crazy, really big hail, a lot of lightning. From William, worrying about cutting his grass. Grass is going to be growing, and I think you'll have an excellent, an easy time deciding when to cut your grass once we get this through, because we're drying out tomorrow. Probably not the best day to mow, but as we head towards Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, looking dry as we head through the next few weeks or so. William says he's out toward Barron River Lake. Yes, the good news is we are finally pushing that east of Barron River Lake. Still watching heavy rain on the south side of Wobbles. This is a little concerning with the potential for flooding continuing. There's the loop again. You can see the very heaviest rain continuing to push to the south quite slowly, but we'll get there. The only parts of Wobbles still in a warning: eastern side of Barron County, eastern side, very far eastern side of Allen County at this point. Holland, Amos, Mount Zion, still in that warning. Asking, is it safe to travel around Bowling Green, Thunder Loud on Old Morgantown Road, old stomping grounds for me? Yeah, thunder is going to be loud for a little bit, but the severe weather threat has passed Bowling Green by. Still going to be dealing with some heavy rain on the south side of town and through much of the city, still dealing with some rain. But for the most part, we are done. Butler County, you're done. We're finished with the severe weather. Thunder and lightning a possibility, but we are finished with the severe weather threat, and we will continue to see things push off to the east. I'm going to switch radar views here. Get a little bit of a different perspective from the Nashville area. Again, very heavy rain, likely some small hail pushing through. South of Hiceville now, about to cross the line from Barron into Metcalfe County. Once it does that, and once we get this push of wind through, we're done. As we continue to push on through. Jay asks, is it safe to go to bed in Rockfield? Yes. We're done in Rockfield. We're done for the most part in Simpson County. I think the heaviest rain still exists over Simpson County, but the very the gusty winds will continue to push off to the south over the next little bit. These storms are starting to weaken as they push off to the east. That's what that little green line is. That's the storms beginning to weaken, which is good news. Had roof blown off a carport in Horse Cave. That's over into parts of Hart County, which is just outside of Wabbles, on the other side of Edmonson County, other side of Barron County. But still, Cam asking, is Bowling Green clear? This will be another round. This is it. This is it. We're going to likely see some heavy rain, some gusty winds, maybe some thunder and lightning for the next little bit, some rain overnight. But the severe weather threat for Bowling Green, for Morgantown, for Brownsville, I'll say Auburn, and Russellville, for the most part, done with. Glasgow, we're close to it here, pushing to the east. A lot of power out, a lot of tree limbs. Sherry says she's off Sandy Creek Road and blocked in with huge tree limbs up against the vehicles. So, yes, we are still dealing with heavy rain and gusty winds. Pushing on through. The heaviest of those winds continues to push off to the east and are almost out of the Wabbles community. We're almost done. We are almost done. But we are still going to be watching things through the overnight hours. Scottsville, I would say the heaviest of the wind is to your south, but some heavy rain continues. I think that's where we're going to transition, as the heaviest of the wind continues to push out of Barron County and into Metcalfe County, which is the other side of the border there. We're done with the severe weather threat once that is. However, at least the heavy wind threat. But the potential still exists for very heavy rain along the Tennessee border. So we're going to continue to see the potential for very heavy rain south of Russellville. South, as you head down Highway 100 toward Franklin, Corinth, Adairville, heavy rain. Jose asking about that storm down near Memphis. Yeah, that's looking mean, but that's all going to continue to go to the south. Storms are done with, just about. Here you see the heaviest of the wind continues to push down 68, down the Cumberland Parkway. As you head into Metcalfe County, we're just about done. We're almost through this. At least the heaviest of the wind. All clear in Glasgow. I think we're done there. So that will continue to push off to the east. But we are just about done. That warning continues for eastern Barron County through 11:45. So that's another 20 minutes. But again, I think the greatest threat, you're going to hear some thunder, see some lightning, but the severe weather threat is done. And how do I know that? The National Weather Service has canceled the tornado watch for Butler, Edmonson, and Warren counties. So Butler, Edmonson, and Warren counties tornado watch has been allowed to expire. Has been canceled. It was set to go through 1 o'clock. It is 11:30-ish. That has been let go. So the tornado watch is no longer in effect for Warren County or Edmonson County or Butler County. Still technically includes Logan County, Simpson County, Allen County, Barron County through 1 o'clock, but I can see that being let go here shortly as well. So we are coming to the end of this in terms of a big-time severe weather threat, and that is excellent news because we have seen a tremendous amount of tree damage and heavy rain throughout the day today in our region. And we are finally just about done with this round. It's going to rain tonight. You're going to hear some thunder, maybe see some lightning, but this is it. Severe weather threat continues to diminish by the second. In Glasgow, in Russellville, Adairville, some very heavy rain, but we are almost done with this. You're in the clear, Bowling Green. You're in the clear, Brownsville. You're in the clear, Glasgow. You're in the clear, Morgantown. We're done. Again, potential for some rain overnight. We're going to have to watch the flooding issues. If you live near a creek or a stream, keep an eye on the flooding issues overnight. But the threat is almost over for the Wabbles community. Some still very heavy rain in southern Logan County into Simpson County as well. But the heaviest of the wind has pushed east of Barron County and outside of our coverage area. You've heard us talk about wobbles through the evening. That is our coverage area. Warren, Allen, Barron, Butler, Logan, Edmondson, Simpson, Bowling Green, and the counties surrounding. A rough estimate here, because I know we got some folks out of state asking about what's going on. We got some folks out toward Campbellsville. This is a bad drawing. I apologize. I'm going to get rid of that. That is terrible. But in any case, because we got some folks asking about Grayson County, you're done. Off to the north there, that's north of Wobbles. That's the Litchfield area. Campbellsville, same thing, just about done. Well, Campbellsville's actually on top of you right now. But again, our focus on the Wobbles community, Bowling Green, and Warren County, and the 6 counties that surround it. We are almost through this, but we have seen quite a bit of damage today. Thankfully, in our area, we have heard of no injuries or worse. We did have one person sadly lose their life in Louisville earlier today when storms blew through there. That is the only one we know about so far throughout the Commonwealth. We have heard of no injuries in Wobbles, but we have had quite a bit of damage. Tree damage mostly. We haven't heard a ton of property damage, but some barns have been knocked down, some sheds. But thankfully, we've heard of no injuries, and that is the main thing through the day today. So we are about to wrap things up here as the heaviest of the wind has pushed out of Wobbles now. Still some very heavy rain in Logan County, southern part of Logan County, into Simpson County, into the southern part really of Allen County, and into now pushing out of Barron County. So we are about done. Everybody, again, overnight, we're going to have to watch the flooding threat. But the threat from tornadoes, from wind, that is finished. We could still see some heavy rain, especially if you're right along the Tennessee border. Man, we are seeing still some lightning strikes. You're going to hear some thunder and see some lightning overnight, but the severe weather threat has come to an end in terms of the tornado threat. So that is good news, but we're going to be spending tomorrow, in some cases, picking up the pieces, because we have seen quite a bit in the way of damaging weather through the day. We have, like I said, heard of no injuries, which is excellent news, and we are just about done. So we'll hop off here in a second. It is now 11:30, so that would be a good time to go ahead and hop off. Actually, before we do, let's see if we've actually gotten any new pictures recently we can pop up on the stream before things are done. Haven't seen a whole lot recently, which is good news. That's Hodgenville, likely some heavy rain there. Travis sent us this video. Hold on. A little bit earlier, lots of limbs down. That is something we have seen a tremendous amount of today, is limbs down. This is a video Travis sent us on X, formerly Twitter. Again, seeing quite a bit of tree damage out there today, and that has been the calling card with these storms through the day, has been quite a bit of tree damage throughout Wobbles. But the good news, we are about done. Just checking a few things here, but we have seen several reports of damage so far today. But the good news is the wind threat has diminished. So with that said, we will continue. Oh, actually, here's one more video sent in to us near 6880 east of Bowling Green. We'll bring it full screen and turn it down a little, but you could see the wind whipping here from this was sent to us about 20-25 minutes ago. But again, finally calming things down. as we head through the overnight hours. There you see the power going out from a little bit earlier, and we still have plenty of power outages. We'll recap the power outages before we hop off here. Again, we are... Oh, hello, there's you and me and everybody with us. There's the power outages pushing through the region. We still have quite a few folks without power. Butler County particularly hard hit, nearly 60% of the county without power at this point. Logan County, nearly 3,500 customers. Remember, customers, usually more than one person. There's a report, multiple trees down near Lewisburg from about 10:10 when that storm started moving through. So, again, we've talked about the trees down through the region, but we are thankfully wrapping this up. Just wanted to go through the power outages again. 3,500 customers in Logan County, so think of customers at least 2 to 3, maybe 4 or more people, because we're talking houses where families live, and most of those houses are going to have at least a couple of people in them. Warren County, 14,000, nearly 15,000 without power, 1,200 out in Simpson County. Last check here, 1,800 in Allen County, and about 3,500 in Barron County, and about 430 in Edmonson County. Edmonson County didn't get the brunt of this one, but again, finally things coming to an end. As we push the rain to the east, we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop off here because we are signaling the all clear for most of the region, and I think all of the region when it comes to the tornado threat. I think that is finished, and the heavy wind threat. But south side of Logan County into Simpson County, very heavy rain continuing to push through. Same thing into Allen County, a little more spotty there, but some heavy rain continues. Watch the creeks and the streams tonight, but again, our tornado threat and wind threat continues. It is over with. We are done with this particular round of severe weather. If you can, do so safely. Send us your reports. Send us your pictures. I know a lot of folks without power. In fact, a lot of folks still dealing with the rain out there. So be safe as you do that, but you can go to bed tonight. We are done with the severe weather threat, and that is finally coming to an end. Obviously, if there's any reason we'd need to come back on, we would, but I don't foresee that as we head through the overnight hours. So we are finally finished with the severe weather threat. Meteorologist Evan Hatter here for meteorologist Landon Hampton, who is sitting, I believe, without power right now, or at least unable to stream. But hey, that's what backup is for. For When They're Not Bowling Green, have a good evening, everybody. Stay safe out there.